We are at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in front of the tomb of Jesus. It's October 17, 2020, and 2021, of course. That's what happened when there is a COVID-19 here. I'm not working more than 2 years. I've been asked by some of my subscribers to describe the inscriptions around the tomb, but let me talk a little bit about the tomb itself. At the beginning, it was a cave, just like that. Joseph of Arimathea, according to the Bible, gave Jesus his own tomb. He did it mainly because he knew that the Jew must be buried at the same day, and he gave Jesus his own tomb because Jesus had no tomb, which was at his garden that located very close to the Golgotha. And here it is, the Golgotha is in front of you. Just climb up the stairs. Then in that matter, it used to be a tomb. It used to be a rock-cut tomb, but it's been destroyed a few times by the enemies of the Christians, by earthquakes, and the last time that it had been destroyed was because of a fire by the Christian himself, as we believe. It started here in the Armenian chapel, and it destroyed the wooden roof of the Crusaders that destroy the tomb himself. That's happened in 1808, and in 1810 the Russian Tsar gave money to build it, and they built it very quickly. I don't know if you remember, if you saw my videos for, let's say, from 5-6 years ago, you can see that there were metals thing just to support that place, and I think it 2016 they started to renovate it. Now it looks beautiful, and it's sad to say that until then it was so black that you couldn't see the inscription at all, and after they cleaned it, renovated it, it looks like they made it yesterday. It's beautiful, isn't it? The tomb itself is divided into two. The first chapel with the candle is the God's chapel, the angel chapel, who took care that no one will steal the body of Christ, and the inner part is the tomb itself, which is totally empty. I like to talk about the book of Matthew that describe those moments a lot. Remember at 3 o'clock there was an earthquake, and then Joseph of Arimathea gave Jesus his own tomb. And on Sunday, Mary Magdalene and another Mary came to hear, and they couldn't open the tomb, the rolling stone that was in front of the tomb, and then they felt the earthquake again, and they saw the angel came and opened it to them, and when they entered they saw that Jesus wasn't there. And then it moved to the Jews who asked Pontius Pilate to put some guards here because they knew that the people will say, the body of Jesus was stolen and not been taken, or he didn't resurrect. And the guards saw it and told everything to the Pharisees and to the priests, and those people give the money just to tell everyone that the body of Jesus was stolen. You won't find it in any other of the Gospels. And the question was why Matthew did it. Now, Matthew deals with the Jews who didn't accept Jesus as a Messiah. The Jews cannot accept it as a Messiah, mainly because God is not a human being and not in the shape of a human being. This is the second command that actually mention it. Then, in that matter, in a way, when he wrote it, the message of Jesus wasn't there because the disciples took his body, was all over, mainly not only Israel, I'm talking about Turkey of today. Then in that case, as I believe he added it into their gospel, true or not, I don't know, but that is all only in his gospel. But we came for the description, and I cannot go in, and happily I can see some people they're standing in the line, which is a really short line, mainly because it's Sunday and all the Christians in Israel, or not all, a lot of them are coming to visit the place, and in it, next to his tomb, there are 43 lamps, 13 of the Latin, 13 of the Greek, 13 of the Armenian, and 4 of the Coptic. The idea is that it's owned by the Greek Orthodox, but the Latin Catholic, Greek, also Armenian Coptic, they have rights there as well. The renovation was not at 2016, it was in 2018, or at least ends in 2018, and that's where they discover the inscription. The first inscription is hidden by the beautiful Ascension painting, but you can see part of it. It goes from there to there, and it says something like that. The secret Aedicula of the old Holy Sepulchre was restored from its foundation by the mercy of the Orthodox Romans at the time of the Patriarch Polycarpos in the year of 1810 in the month of March. And now we know who dedicated to and who built it, and we know that it was from 1810. Now there are 2 inscriptions to the right, the upper one to the right and to the left. I will read you first the left one. It says, in order that all we faithful worship see the life-giving tomb, in there Christ, our true God, has been buried and risen from the dead. The other one, which is to the right of it, says that those who have renounced the rising of the bodies upon entering Christ's sepulchre, be thought that the flesh of the life giver has been mortified and risen again. We move to the 2 ones with the black crown here and there. Those are names that I won't read because it's difficult for me to read those names, but we are talking about the people who helped to build it, donated money, and we're talking about, and this is beautiful, Greek people who've been in Turkey, but the Turkish didn't only kill the 1.5 million Armenians and a lot of Kurds lately. They kick out all the Greek people from Turkey back to Greece itself, and then those are the people who renovated that tomb. Let's go around because there's beautiful inscriptions around it, and look at the candles. That one, where's my finger? You can see this is the Catholic one, the Latin one, and the other one is Armenian. Beautiful, isn't it? And the golden one is the Greek. You can see it here as well. I'm talking about that inscription that actually goes around. It goes like that. Let the nation and the people praise Christ, our God, who freely, and then let's move to that one. Sacrificed the cross for our sake. Then let's cross. The Coptic chapel and spend 3 days in Hades. Let us adore him and adore his resurrection from the dead, by which all the ends of the earth are enlightened. Then here it is. Now we know a little bit more about the inscriptions around it. You've been asking me, some of you asked me to do that something like 2 months ago, but now I know the correct words. Then if you love those videos and you want to see more, at the description, first of all, subscribe my channel, and then at the description you will find ways to talk with me. Facebook and Instagram, I'm talking about the professional ones, and later on Instagram, Facebook, yeah. And if you want to support me, just like some of you asked me to do that, then you can push the link of buy me a coffee and do that, and by that you can ask me to light a candle for you at the church, or if you are a Jew, or even if you are Christian, you can ask me to put a note between the decimal stones as well. And if you do have some different kind of videos that you want me to prepare and you didn't find it in my channel, please ask me to do that. I will be more than happy to do that. Then see you in my next video. Bye bye.